Oh, he shows
Oh,
up.
wow, look, it just made it
Just in the nick of time.
of time.
Chick time.
All right. So, yes. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the FearFans podcast. I'm your host, Don. With me is Nick, who just now joined us in the waiting room.
Nick, come
And let's
lately.
see, and here we got Tom, Chris, and Joe.
Yes.
I miss Jill.
Yeah, I wonder how Jill's been.
Yeah. Oh, hey, yep, here we go again, indeed, Thomas. That one
man,
kid.
you're-
Oh, an all-time classic. Yes. Well, I would have to say the original is the real all-time classic here, but the sequels. First one was decent. Third one was not that great. Fourth one is the worst. Let's see. Hey, Leon, how's it going? Yep, it is a full house tonight. Kate, wish you were here with us, but yeah, she'll be joining us soon. Don't worry.
Yeah, it is
Yeah, she
full
already
house.
messaged me. Yeah, it's all right. She already messaged me in advance. So, yeah, doing great. Yeah, whipped up something new, like a recipe tonight. So yeah, still putting my recipe after good use. But anyway, so yes, Kate Chris is with us tonight. Oh, he's responding to the comment I made about each Jaws movie. So tonight we are covering the.
No, it was a
Bless you.
cough. No, it was
Okay.
a cough. It was a cough.
Okay, I heard you. Yes, it was golf. Yes, so. Yeah, so tonight we are covering the third installment of the Jaws franchise, Jaws 3D, released in 1983, the year where there was a minor 3D craze. You know, there was Friday the 13th Part 3 in 3D. There was Amityville 3D. Yeah, they were just
And that's where every
And because
3D
Halloween
movie was
3
like,
was.
hey, look at this we found right here. It was
They didn't do that.
Yeah.
They didn't
Yeah,
do that
it's
with
like-
the third Halloween, though, because that was standalone.
oh yeah,
Oh, wait,
pretty
Tom,
much.
Tom, here's the best 3D you could do. Check this out.
Whoa.
Here's 3D for you.
Yeah,
I never
because
understood that. I couldn't see, with the 3D glasses, I never got it.
yeah, they were like, whoa.
No,
Yeah,
I mean,
I
the
get
way
that's what it was supposed to be, but I never saw that effect.
No, that was pretty much the like 3D was back then, like as like a gimmick that they just really tried to really make it a thing. But the way they were doing it back then just looked really awkward, like you just demonstrated, just doing this,
That's,
Yeah.
like they,
yeah.
yeah, and like not even today. I don't even watch movies in 3D. Like I remember when they were releasing the Star Wars sequel trilogy, which started 10 years ago with The Force Awakens. And so I decided, it's a whole new. I'm not going to do a 3D for that. It's if I'm going to experience a whole new Star Wars trilogy, then I prefer to do so with my own eyes.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah, not with somebody else's eyes, man. Because I don't want to see it with somebody else's eyes.
Yo, someone else's eye.
I think you missed the joke there, Tom.
No, I didn't. That was the
I'm
ironic
joking.
part. That was.
I'm joking. Yeah, so this is considered to be one of the lesser films, which I could totally see where they're coming from, but the next one is even worse than this. I will say that. I'm dreading reviewing it next week. I think we just saw a piece of Tom's brain via his.
Oh,
I don't think that was green.
my brain up there.
Oh, Jesus.
All right. Anyway.
That was a nugget.
same.
Tom.
Yeah. So
Wow, my sign.
yeah, this film.
That's weird. All right. Sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, so yeah, this film was financially successful. It made $88 million against a budget of just $18 million, but it still didn't make as much as the previous films. Yeah, so so the whole thing about this movie is that it drifts away from Amityville Island. It doesn't take place there. It takes place in SeaWorld Orlando. Nice big change of location, and it's where. Yep, a shark is rampaging around SeaWorld, and they catch one and try to make it into like an attraction. But here's the thing: no one's ever been able to keep a great white surviving in captivity. No one's ever. No, it's just never been done. And Nick, I'm pretty sure you were well aware of this.
Yeah. Santi, no, I didn't get a haircut or change my hairstyle. My hair's still the same
I
as
did.
it always is. So no, to answer, reminds you of John Bon Jovi. Wow, and Kate, by the way, also said, Joe, you got your signature
Yeah.
cowboy. That's awesome.
Yeah, Chris keeps playing the Jaws theme.
No, that was me.
I was
Oh, it
going
was
to
you,
say, I
Tom.
think that was Bill. I think that was Tom that
Yeah,
played.
that was me. That
Oh,
was
he did. Okay, sometimes Chris does the same thing. So,
Yeah.
But
but
Occasionally.
this movie had a pretty big star-studded cast though too,
Yep.
oh yeah, it did. Oh yeah, it did. It had Dennis Quaid.
and Louis
Yeah,
Gossett
like Dennis
Jr.
Quaid.
both from Enemy Mine.
Yep.
Oh yeah, that
Right,
was a
right.
great movie. We got to do that
Yeah.
movie sometime.
That was a great movie.
I've actually
They
said
got
that
so
a
much
couple
for
times.
films.
Yeah, you did, Tom.
We got to do that movie. That Enemy
Oh.
Mine is a great movie.
Enemy
It was a
Mine.
good
For
movie.
sure. Yeah. Let's see. It also had Leah Thompson. Who?
Yep.
Yeah.
2 years before
We-
Back to the Future.
That's right.
Yep, definitely. But that's right. But the very next year after this, she starred in the very first PG-13 movie, Red Dawn.
Great
But
movie.
but if we're gonna do a Leah Thompson movie, I'm sorry, and I know I've said it multiple times. We got to do fucking Howard. Oh, sorry. Sorry.
No, you're
We got to
good.
do.
You're
We
good.
got to do Howard the Duck.
Howard the Duck.
Howard the Duck is that
Oh, that's
considered
right.
horror?
She was in that.
That's a great movie.
That's a cult classic.
Sci-fi cult classic.
Santi.
Maybe.
Darkest Harmless when you
Let's see.
said it in when you see it in SpongeBob.
I found out the
And,
F word and I was like,
Oh,
anyway.
yeah.
Doesn't matter.
Well, that's
Sorry.
it's whatever. It's all right. So let's see. And also Dennis Quaid. He was in a much better film in the same year as this, The Right Stuff. I remember seeing that in high school.
Well, Inner Space is a great movie too with Dennis Quaid.
Inner Space, yeah, that too. Yeah. So yeah, they had a lot of big names attached to this one, but of course, Roy Scheider refused to reprise after like his contract was done with Jaws 2. He said, "Nope, don't want to be a part of a declining franchise." That's what he predicted, and he was totally right about that.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, 3 wasn't bad. I mean, it wasn't horrible. Not now.
Yeah,
anything
I mean-
past that.
The effects sucked.
All the effects were bad.
Well, because they were catering to that whole whoa.
That was a big thing.
Not
There
even
was
that, just in general, like you see the shark swimming, and it's like, okay, you can tell it was just like put in there.
But when
Yeah,
you watch it,
it's-
when it doesn't have the 3D
Yeah,
effects where you need the glasses and stuff, it's not a bad movie.
It had bad 3D effects and bad green screen effects. Like I actually have
Yeah.
this saved
Yeah,
from
'cause you
Tubi. Oh hey, Babyface, how's it going?
Because you could
So glad you can tune in.
obviously see the green screen during the movie.
yeah,
Yeah, and not only that, I discovered this. See this submarine that Mike drives in the movie? Okay,
Yeah.
pay attention to the lower part of that glass. Here, watch
yeah. It
this.
does its little thing. I noticed that today too.
It's a little bit hard to see because
It disappeared.
We got it now.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You saw it? Okay, yeah. You see the lower part of it just disappeared.
Disappeared. That's what I meant. You could obviously tell where the green screen was being
Yeah.
used.
I mean, but
And because-
it wasn't like a totally bad movie as far as sequels go. I mean, back in the 80s, when once you got to like the third movie, it was either the Mecca or the downfall. Now for Nightmare on Elm Street, it was the Mecca. Nightmare on Elm Street 3, Dream Warriors, that was the Mecca of the series. But
Right.
like for Jaws, I mean, it wasn't the Mecca, but it wasn't bad.
I can. There are worse movies out there. I will say that. Here, I wanted to answer Alex's question here. Just asking a weird question. Do any of you guys have to take out the trash at night and it's like pitch dark, only the street lights, and get scared? Well, that's
I
the
did
thing
that
with
last
some
night.
people. I mean, I don't have that here in my condo. We have a garbage chute where you just drop it in there and it goes straight into a dumpster.
Gonna
That's
buy
awesome.
me a condo.
I
Gonna
don't have
buy
any
me a
street.
Cuisinart.
I don't have any street lights in my neighborhood, so
I do, but they're not.
I do.
They're not all on.
yeah.
see,
Well, I mean, there are lights like
I
lamp.
don't even have a neighborhood that if I'm out there at night, I don't get scared
Yeah, neither
because
do I.
I'm in such a like private community type neighborhood.
All
I
right.
will
Well,
say,
we don't need to hear about your privates.
Uh,
Oh my God.
My street
Yeah.
light is right below,
I
right
think
above
that-
my trap.
I think he's had more than one beer by now.
I
Me?
will say
No.
that the only time I've ever been afraid to go out at night is when I'm trying to take out certain trash out in Minecraft and thinking Tom's going to be nearby.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Hey,
Good call, babyface. Taken out during broad daylight. Excellent. Oh, here, you kidding? I've seen Mr. Beast pay $1 for a lame yacht and sink him, and just a few just in the dock. I highly doubt a submarine would sink that easily. Oh, God, yeah. Yeah, he's probably referring to what happens in Jaws: The Revenge, because I do remember a submarine being attacked by the shark.
yeah.
But yeah. So this shark featured in Jaws 3D is the biggest shark of the out of all the sharks in the franchise, 35 foot long, and the novelization named this shark Brucetta because I believe I've mentioned this before when we covered Jaws 2 that in the novelization of the Jaws sequels they were given like different names based on the name Bruce, which was the name of the animatronic shark from the first movie. In Jaws 2, the shark was named Brucette because it was female, which is also suggested that it was the mate of the shark from the first movie, and here it is Brucetta. But in Jaws: The Revenge novelization, they just called the shark Vengeance.
It has nothing to do with Bruce Campbell, by the way. I'm just
Bruce Campbell.
The biggest and fakest shark. Oh yeah, you think? Hey, you think this is fake? Well, yeah. Wait till we get to Jaws: The Revenge next
Hey,
week.
just
I have
know.
I have plenty to say about it.
or
I just gotta say
go
this
down to
one thing.
Orlando and look at the tour you get down there. You want to see?
Gotta say one thing about that is, hey, it's fake, man.
It's fake, man.
Futurama reference.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Anytime someone says fake, I just think about it immediately. It's fake,
Fake
man.
one.
Santi, no, this was not directed by Steven Spielberg.
No.
Steven Spielberg decided
No,
to move
Adam
on to
Farmer.
other things.
No, he only
Yeah, he
did
has
the
zero
first
involvement.
two, right?
Yeah, just the first one. He had
Oh,
zero involvement with
first
the
one.
zero involvement with the sequels because he wanted to move on to other things because he knew that you could not catch lightning in the bottle like the first movie did, and he was completely right. And
Hey,
instead this was actually directed by Joe. Wait, what was his last name? Joe. What?
What?
Oh, why can't I remember his name? Joe Ives. Yeah, he had like Joel, like he was the production designer for the first two movies. Yeah, Joe Alves, that's his name. I just
I
remembered.
mean, maybe if they had Richard Dreyfuss on the second one, he'd want to come back.
Yep.
Just
Yep.
saying. I'm just saying.
Well, Richard Dreyfuss couldn't come back because he was busy working with Steven Spielberg in Close Encounters of the Third Kind. That around the same time Jaws 2 was being made.
Yeah.
Which was a huge success.
I saw that in the theater last year.
This means something.
So bad I could
That's
write a book
all-
about it. Yeah,
most
exactly.
movies do.
Revenge was horrible. Yeah, I mean, Jaws of Revenge is so bad. That's really like the main thing that it's known for, just being bad.
Yeah.
Revenge is sweet.
Yeah, and it's crazy how this movie. Crazy how this movie just opens up with the shark just munching down on a grouper, which I don't see why we're supposed to be intimidated by that. I mean, that's just what sharks do: eat fish.
Right.
But what kind of annoyed me though was the whole severed head, lingering for like 25 seconds on that shot.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh yeah.
That's right,
I get
Santi.
that.
That's because unlike a shark, lightning is far more short. Well, they also do say you're more than likely to get hit by lightning than get attacked by a shark.
right?
Because not everybody goes waiting in the
Well,
ocean.
that's what they say, and they say.
They
a lot.
say, yeah, they
I'm
say.
just saying they say a lot.
I mean, hey, you see that again in Minecraft. You get struck by lightning sometimes.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
And it summons the skeleton people.
Yeah,
on
but
their
it's still
skeleton
kill
horsemen.
it. But if you're directly in the path of it, it's going to kill you.
Well, only if you look directly in its eyes,
That's
or
Enderman.
or if you hit it.
You know,
That's
I'm
Enderman.
just
That's
saying.
Enderman and golems. Not,
and,
not
and,
lightning.
and
NBs.
I think it's like a scientific fact that there are other sharks that have killed more humans than the great white.
Yep, bull shark.
I'm pretty sure there are.
Oh,
Yes,
yeah,
the
the
bull
bull
shark.
shark, because it can go fresh and salt water. It can go to both.
And also another
Yep.
one that's also
They've
set
been
to-
seen up in right around Illinois and
Yep,
and,
Mississippi
and
River.
Wisconsin on the Mississippi River.
Right along
Yep.
Illinois.
I did.
I was gonna do that, but I decided not to.
Well, I also recently
You-
found out
you know
another
I
lake
have to.
I also found out there's not another lake there's actually another lake that does have bull sharks, and that's actually down in Central America, on Lake Nicaragua, which is the largest lake in Central America.
Right.
So
It's right along Central America, Illinois.
We're gonna have to have a talk about this, Tom.
Boy,
But no, they have sharks in that lake too.
I was laying on because I thought we picked on him enough Saturday.
No,
but-
never enough. Never.
Well, I was picking on him enough
Listen,
on
I
Saturday.
play Minecraft with this guy. There is never enough that you can pick on him. I'm just saying.
I mean, Nick spends the whole time being a troll and a thief in
Oh
Minecraft.
my lord.
I've
Literal troll, or-
actually been crafting a few things.
Like a
Believe it or
troll
not.
as in messing things up and messing with
Okay,
people and constantly dying.
Robert, don't help.
Well, maybe you'll have to feed him.
Oh, is
his
he in the
shark
chat?
someday.
He's in the chat right
Yo,
now.
Yo,
Robert-
voice.
Robert, come into the damn thing and help defend us. Come on. We all know. You're in the FearFans chat. Come on in. Come on, you can do it. Come on.
Oh
Could
man,
you
but,
imagine that? Arnold Schwarzenegger in Jaws. Get
We
to
got to
the
get to
shark.
this-
Come on, we got to go.
Get the
Get the
shark,
shark.
come on. We got to
Get
kill
the
it.
shark.
Don't give him any ideas. The next thing you know, there'll be a Terminator versus Jaws movie.
Oh my
Oh
god.
god!
How
Terminator
awesome would
versus
that be?
Sharknado. Come on.
I think they already did that.
Terminator
already did
versus
that.
Terminator versus Jaws versus Freddy versus Jason versus Ash
That would be an interesting, weird combination.
versus aliens.
I
Oh
mean, how
my
do you
lord, this
make
would
a
be
movie like
this
that?
would be
Like,
the
what
most
would
epic
be the
movie
plot?
ever.
Put the cookie down.
Come on. Come on,
Put it
Ash.
down. We got to kill the shark.
We got to go. We got to kill the shark. Come on.
And before,
Yeah, we got to
and
get.
before
We
forget,
got to
'cause
pull out
some
the
people
Uzi
think
9mm.
that- Well, yeah, before people think when it comes to like there should be a Terminator. Oh wait, yeah, Robert forgot. Yep, he forgot to add one more character versus Predator. We got to add
Yeah,
Predator to it.
Gotta have that. Gotta have that.
But I was going to say before any
Directed by Michael Bay.
directed by
Michael
Michael
Bay.
Bay. I was actually going to say directed by James Cameron.
No, Michael
I was
Bay.
gonna say. I was gonna say directed by Uwe Boll.
Actually,
the guy
no,
that's
I
known
thought it
for
was
making
Steven-
terrible
Steven
movies.
Spielberg.
No, Steven Spielberg wouldn't even touch this. No way.
That's
Oh,
like he
James
couldn't do it.
Cameron would.
No, no, he
Steven
wouldn't.
Spielberg, he couldn't do it. Come on. Got to have Michael Bay. Come on.
But what I was going to say before anyone
So
asks,
Josh
like there
gets
should be a
transformed
Terminator,
again?
like there should be like a Terminator shark. To be fair, they
There
already
is.
kind of did that with James and the Giant Peach with that robot shark.
My God, could you just imagine
Oh,
a
yeah, I
Freddy
remember that.
shark? Like a Freddy Jaws? Like
Like a hybrid.
instead of the fins, you just had like one knife on each side.
Well, this reminds me of when I was little. After watching the Jaws movies, I just kept. I actually did have a dream one night where I dreamed there was a movie called Jaws in the Desert.
I think that's
I
already
know.
been made.
Well,
Yeah.
Rob just decided
Rob
to
said
show
it.
up.
well, there
Oh,
was an
Robert.
old Saturday Night Live skit where they did like a land shark kind of thing, which would kind of fit in there. And they like the land sharks took over the radio station and like, yeah, if you hear a land shark, you just let them in your house and everything's fine. And then but before that bit, like it was like Candygram, mailman,
Yes,
like whatever.
I agree.
I'm sorry.
Oh, Jeremy's on.
But then they were like on the radio. They're like, yeah, just let them in your house. It's like, who is it? Land shark. Oh, come on in.
Oh my god.
Like some other
So,
movies
Nick,
that-
Jeremy
Versus
played the
Kool-Aid.
Joker.
I think Robert's
is
the only
Jim?
one here old enough to remember.
No, he's
well, Robert
probably
and,
checking
and
Rob.
Chris
He's probably
That's
checking
probably-
something technical.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I figured
and
that's the
Joe.
case. Yeah. So this Jaws 3 Jaws 3 is like the kind of unique because it has it's the only Jaws movie to have two sharks. One turns out to be a baby, one is a mother. Yes, pretty sure somebody's gonna play baby shark right now. I'm just waiting for it.
Baby shark.
Oh, damn it.
I'm
No,
just,
I'm
I was
not
just
doing
waiting for
it.
them.
I'm not doing it. I am not doing it.
Sure.
I just knew somebody was gonna make that joke, so I beat y'all to it.
All right.
Don,
You want me? I will do it if you want me to.
Oh Jesus.
Don,
Yeah, get
no,
copyright. No, thank you.
Jeremy just messaged me. It's
Yeah,
the
don't break copyright.
the Things Facebook pages are not broadcasting.
Ah,
Yeah.
I don't know what's going on with that. Yeah, we've
I
had
don't
that
know.
problem for past couple of broadcasts, but all right, let's just
Is he
continue.
actually
Oh,
here,
there-
or is he just?
there's a movie called.
Yeah, that's what I heard of. Sand Shark.
Well, if you're going to add that one in, you may as well add in Tremors.
Yeah, that's pretty much what Tremors is.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. Essentially, yes.
love
I believe Sand Sharks was a working title for that back then. But here, Babyface says 2 or 3 deaths in the movie. You know what? You're not wrong there. There were like I believe I do remember 3 like human deaths in this. So still a lower body count compared to the last one. The next one is going to have a lower body count than this. But yeah, and of course, like we got to talk about the first death, which involved that handyman, Shelby Oberman, who was assigned to fix the gate that they didn't know that the sharks had broken through to get into the SeaWorld. So he goes. Okay, nope, copyright.
I
Turn off
stopped
the
it right
copyright.
there. I stopped it.
This video is getting blocked. If you
No. If you get a couple seconds, that's it.
all right. Well, so yeah, he decides to wait until the sun's almost completely down. I guess he had good visibility, being in like some murky, dark water, tried to fix a gate. I mean, really? I don't get it. But so he like ends up getting attacked. You know, his severed arm is floating towards the screen, creating that 3D effect. Like seriously, when I first saw this movie when I was little, I didn't even know it was like I didn't really I didn't see it in 3D. So the shots I didn't understand that that's what they were going for. Like when I first saw this movie at the time, I didn't understand like why they had those things so close to the camera. But no, a severed arm, yeah, that was meant to pop out of you.
You didn't have the weird glasses.
Also, we got to talk about the part later on in that Undersea Kingdom scene where his body's discovered. Like, comes floating up at the window. People are they're freaking out, and then this one guy pushes a woman face to face with the dead body.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, what the heck?
Yeah, I actually do have that clip. Yeah, I actually do have that
I don't
clip.
want to see it.
Okay, look away then. Look away. Here
Sorry
it is.
for the 3D effect.
There.
Yeah. And then somehow they just pull that out of the water with no problem, though. No shark attack.
Yeah. Oh wait, hang on. I think I messed this up. Hang on.
I see a Jeremy down there, but I don't know.
Oh wait, no.
Yeah, he's just checking
wait,
on
it's good.
a couple things here.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, he pushed her. So what? He just pushed her face to face. Yeah. So what? He just pushed her face to face with a dead body. I'm like, really? Why would? For what possible reason would anyone do that? Yeah, he was probably just thinking, oh, hey, look, a horribly mutilated corpse. Here, scoot you closer, hun. Give him a kiss.
Sorry, God, I pushed someone in the way.
If that was the girl's boyfriend, that relationship is over right then and there.
Totally.
That's it. You cheated on me, you bitch.
No,
You're not
I
getting
mean,
any
she
virgins.
would want to. I mean, I'm pretty sure any girl, if any girl who has their boyfriend do that to them, I'm pretty sure that girlfriend would break up with them right at that very moment.
And the place was
Like pushing-
crowded.
Oh, girl. Oh, selfie.
Yeah, I wasn't really crowded.
Yeah. Wanted a selfie with him. Yeah.
until they got in the small little room.
Yeah, so that was like the biggest WTF moment of the entire movie.
What the?
Yeah, exactly.
Fudgesicle.
The Fraggle.
Yeah. So what do you guys think was the most ridiculous moment of Jaws 3D?
You just said it.
Yeah.
The movie out.
What was that?
I
It?
It
already
wasn't
said-
that
Wait.
crowded,
I got the perfect answer.
and she gets pushed up right up to it, like cheek to cheek. The only thing
From-
separated them was the glass.
From the beginning to the end.
Yeah.
From beginning
The
to
entire
end.
thing.
Here you go. Yeah. Oh my god. But Yeah.
Yeah, I think.
And of course, yeah. And like it's like when I first saw this movie when I was a kid, I was just like, "Oh, that's cool," like Jaws is in SeaWorld and all that. But looking, it's like as an adult, when I look at this movie, I'm thinking, what kind of promotional advertising is this? Having a movie being made about a killer shark in your resort?
I know.
But the fact that it apparently had a memory that it could go after the Brodies. That's another
Oh,
major fact that
the
is
Brady's.
out there.
Brady's.
Dun, 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 dun. Here's a
Brady
story
kids.
I'll
of a
give you
lovely
no.
shark now.
I gotta say something for you, Tommy, like that scene in particular. Imagine if you were doing an episode for This Is Tom's World, like at SeaWorld, and you got like a head in the background of the video, like in the background area. That will get you a lot of viewers and subscribers to this.
Sure. Found footage when you die during the found footage will get you some views. Yeah.
No, not when you. I'm just saying if you're watching.
Yeah.
All right, welcome to another episode of This Is Tom's World.
Oh,
There's like this head
well,
behind.
damn! This guy just died.
Oh man!
So excited because he met Tom.
Damn!
He just
It's
self-combusted.
I found it
Well,
kind of funny where the guy
I mean,
that lifted the grenade was.
and
still
I've
just
known this
sitting
guy
there.
for a while, but I
Like
just
a
never
normal
met him in person.
And in case you guys are wondering, I'm sure some of you see me eating what I'm actually eating right now is I just finished my dinner right before the podcast, but I decided to have my dessert while on here. It's Italian tiramisu, my favorite dessert.
Ooh, that's good.
I'm
It's
actually
amazing.
gonna have dinner soon.
Usually
after
it's good. I don't know about that kind, and I'm going to assume it is.
Yeah. Excuse me.
Bless you.
Listen, don't
Yeah,
you
so-
sneeze while we're on the podcast. What the hell's wrong with you?
Yeah, that's almost as bad as coughing.
Yeah. Social media
Well,
germs.
and also, this is why I was coughing earlier. I kind of have a sore throat today. I don't know where it came from. I really hope it's not. I don't know what to do. So
I don't know where it came from.
I don't know. But yeah, I have a. I just really hope I'm not coming down with something because sometimes it's always the sign of. It's always a sign that you might be coming down with something. So we'll see how I am in the next
like this.
couple days.
It's always a sign you come down.
Yeah, I mean, there's nothing I can do about it.
Well, you can only do what you can do. I'm all.
Yeah. So they discovered when they examined Shelby Olbermann's body, they discovered that the bite radius is much bigger than that shark that they first found, which turned out to be just a baby shark. What's doing the killings is the shark's extremely angry 35-foot mother. Yep.
Ever.
So turns out the shark that they caught at first was not the shark that was killing people; it was its mother.
I want to give the movie props
Gave
for
away
one thing.
spoilers.
I bet you didn't think of this. All right.
I bet we did.
It showed how smart dolphins were and how dolphins can save your life.
Yeah.
That's true.
If I just had a few dolphins while I was in there, I would have been all right, man.
Hey, you gotta have the dolphins with.
So, yeah. Anyway. So yeah, the dolphins, Cindy and Sandy. I don't know how Catherine, the dolphin trainer who was dating Mike. I don't know how she was able to tell the two dolphins apart. They look similar.
One was smaller or something, she said. I just watched it last night or something.
One had a bigger boob on the one side.
Yeah, one was smaller than the other one or something. I forget. She actually explained it in the movie, though.
Well, they could have been fish food if it wasn't for the dolphins.
Mm-hmm.
Also, whoa, baby
Also,
face.
the
What?
rapist of the sea. What?
Yeah.
I've seen that before said, but I'm not going to say it.
I mean, they're. I've actually heard, like people always think they're like these cute animals and stuff. There's times I've heard they can actually get kind of nasty at times.
Oh,
Like,
Jesus Christ! Yeah.
They do have aggression to them, yes. If they're wild, yes. But yeah, speaking of aggression, yeah, like I was pointing out how this movie did not affect SeaWorld's, their business, unlike this one documentary from more recent years, Blackfish, which focused on the orca whale Tilikum, who was an exhibit at SeaWorld. Yeah, and
Wow.
Tilikum did demonstrate aggression. Was responsible for at least 3 deaths. And when that documentary came out, here, I actually have it. And let me just pull it up here. I did write down something for this. Okay, so here. So the movie Blackfish Blackfish sparked a major controversy surrounding SeaWorld's treatment of orcas, leading to a public backlash and significant changes for the company. The film, which highlighted here. The film, which highlighted the tragic death of Dawn Branchow, a SeaWorld trainer who once trained, who was killed by the orca Tilikum, and raised concerns about orca captivity and safety, caused a sharp decline in SeaWorld's stock price, attendance, and corporate partnerships. This led to SeaWorld making significant changes, including ending its orca breeding program and shifting its focus towards conservation efforts. So, yeah, this it shows the power that documentaries have when it comes to changing the world. I mean, this pretty much changed the world. That things on a pretty crazy scale, just like Super Size Me did.
If you just
Cindy and Sandy.
Wasn't Super Size Me that one on McDonald's?
Yep.
Yep.
And because of Super Size Me, we no longer have Super Size on the McDonald's menu, which I think is a good step in the right direction.
I don't even eat at McDonald's anymore. I haven't for years.
It's probably better that way. It's definitely getting worse for you.
Yeah. Try to eat a little bit more healthier, so I keep my promise of being a vampire and living forever.
Right. And
It's
so,
a weird time to come back to the conversation.
So, in this movie, he's like this whole. Oh yeah, Blackfish. It's good, but it's disturbing.
Yeah,
it is. But the whole subplot about about the baby shark and like the mother shark Bruschetta, like that whole thing. Oh wait, this actually did remind me of this one other movie that was based on Peter Benchley's work called The Beast. It was a miniseries back in 1996, which has a similar plot to Jaws, except it's not a shark; it's a giant squid.
Ooh.
Yeah, and I actually do have a trailer saved right here. So just to give her.
I just happen to have this handy.
Joe was there before fast food was even available.
Wow.
My God.
Well, I mean, he is like 98 years old. I'm just saying.
He's a vampire.
Yeah.
Spinejaw, huh? Spinejaw Sharkus. You see Predator with spiny tail designed for legal. Ooh, there you go. Oh, that sounds deadly.
Hey, ooh.
That'd be a good
like
movie.
Hey, ooh. Hey, yo.
Ooh, hey, yo. Sorry.
Anyway. So yeah, I wanted to show you guys. Some people are not familiar with The Beast, so I feel like I might as well, show you a sample, like the trailer for it. So here, I saw this like back on VHS back in the day when I was really little.
Wow.
So yep.
Sweet.
Yeah, now he's a little.
Graves Point has always been a paradise, a vacationer's dream. Until now.
What was that?
Imagine a squid with tentacles 30 feet long.
Oh my God.
This thing has 2 whips. Those whips are covered with suction cups the size of this notebook. The squid grabs and impales its prey with those whips and drags it towards its beak, shredding the flesh as it goes.
That thing's killed 7 people in the last week. That's 7 we know of.
What are we waiting for?
See you in 10 minutes.
Those kids are in way over their head.
Get out of the water! Well, I can blast the beast out.
You still don't understand what it is that we're up against.
Get us out of here!
William Peterson, Karen Silas, Charles Martin Smith, and Larry Drake. Terror runs deep. From the author of Jaws, Peter Benchley's The Beast.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's what I saw as a kid.
And the entire budget went into the preview.
Yeah.
Pretty much. Hey, Watermelon Cat, how's it going? Thanks for tuning in. So yeah, Kate, that movie was pretty crazy, and
Was that a
thinking
fart?
back to that whole thing about the baby squid that they caught. It was like it looked like a normal squid, like I'm a full grown, but no, it was just a baby. And I remember that conversation that the fisherman had when they were like, "It makes you think, doesn't it?" And he's like, "What?" He said, "Well, if that's the baby, then where's its mama?" And then the mama is the one that's been doing all the killing, is even angrier than ever.
In geometry.
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 To watch when you're trying. I will admit the Beast was not exactly the best thing I've seen as far as miniseries goes, but I don't know. This movie kind of reminded me of the whole mother animal and wanting to avenge its baby, that whole aspect. So I just want to put that out there.
Mother.
Yep.
Sorry.
Hello,
it's like
mother. Hello, father.
Mama.
Hello, mother. Hello,
Just
father.
living
Greetings from camp. How you want that? Sorry. That goes back even further than any of our time.
Yeah,
That's from the
definitely.
60s.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, and so how many of you have actually been to SeaWorld?
I have not.
The Australian version, yeah.
You guys
Oh, yeah,
have
that's
one
right. They
down in
do.
Australia?
Yeah, we've got an Australian version.
Did they have mimes walking around?
No, not at that point. Like this was back about 40 odd years ago. And they were just introducing the underwater bit where they had the big tanks and the diving bell come down and all that sort of stuff. I don't know if they have that over there. They should have.
Oh, Jill. Hey,
Wait,
Jill.
Hey, Jill.
Jill! Oh my God! I haven't seen
No,
Jill.
Jill, there's issues with FB
Yeah,
today.
she's with the things page,
Yeah.
Facebook page again.
YouTube.
Yeah. Oh my
YouTube.
God!
Hey, Jill.
Been wondering
Yeah.
where you.
Hey, Jill, please come. Yeah, Jill, please come back.
Watch
Come
my
back,
videos.
Jill.
Come on, you can do it.
Come on, watch my videos. Come on, you can do
Yeah,
it.
Tom needs for you. This is Tom's world too.
I need the views. Come on, do it.
Yeah. And
You must catch up on my videos. I have some.
you're watching Joe. Oh, you're watching Jaws 3 right now. Oh, I see. Yeah. Such amazing effects in that movie, huh?
Wonderful movie.
Why are you torturing
Whoa,
yourself?
look
with
at this. Whoa.
that?
Huh? Ooh.
Ooh. Tom, remind me. We got to do that at the end of the show.
Ooh. Hey, we got this.
Okay.
All right. Anyway.
Yeah. So yeah, obviously there were some aspects of this movie that did not age well. The effects and and the whole idea of that sharks are after people, that whole paranoia is about as faulty as the animatronic from the first movie.
Paranoia, self-destroyer.
Yeah, but I'm on SeaWorld. I actually have been to.
Well, music.
Anyway, I actually have been to SeaWorld once. It was 20 years ago, and one of the highlights of it was when the dolphin grabbed the map out of my mom's hand.
Cool.
We were at the Dolphin Cove, like you could actually pet the dolphins, and
Yeah.
and I told him, I told my mom, oh, watch that dolphin, he's about to grab that map, and he took the map right out of my mom's hands.
Was it Cindy or
Yep. Sandy? Probably one of their descendants. Who knows?
Yeah.
Yep.
They were
yeah, and I remember,
Sandy.
and I remember that announcer saying, "Make sure you don't have any personal items close to the dolphin pool. Otherwise, once the dolphin grabs it, it becomes their new toy."
Yeah.
Yep.
So said that they said people have lost cell phones, they've lost cameras, they've lost purses. Yeah, like
I'd
from
say
that.
that'd be similar to it down in Monkey Mia over in the Western Australia. They have an area where people can actually go into the water and feed the wild dolphins that come in for food.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
Crazy.
Monkey Mia, folks.
Yeah, like and like petting that dolphin, it's like they have a very rubbery texture to their skin.
Mm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, and like I've pet a shark, and believe it or not, I have pet a shark once, and the shark's skin is much rougher.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I've often heard.
Yeah.
There was one guy that
Yeah,
once said about like
Cartilage.
I actually did hear one guy who said what it actually like because they were, well, the sharks they were dealing with were nurse sharks, which are a bit
Nerf
obviously-
sharks. So they're like made of sponge?
No, well, actually, you know what? It's funny.
Hello,
No,
nurse.
actually, it's funny. It's kind of is because they're like the nurse sharks that they were petting. They said the belly of them underneath it feels like rubber, but the top of them is more rougher. It's like sandpaper.
Well, that does not work when I'm after a villager because I'm just saying they're dead. That's the way it works. I mean, if I'm going to kill a villager, they're gone.
Yeah, you kill the innocent villagers.
I.
What's wrong with that?
Right. And one of the things I found pretty weird about Jaws 3 and Jaws the Revenge was the career paths that Mike took because after experiencing the shark attacks in the first two movies, you would think that he would get himself into a career that had absolutely nothing to do with being near the water.
Yeah, well, no, that
Launching.
Yeah, I mean, one would think.
Yep.
it would be hanging there in the in the plants in the middle of the garden. So that's
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like
Shark.
it's like you would think for sure after the events of this movie that he would go on to another career path, but nope, he becomes a marine biologist in Jaws the Revenge, which involves him being in the water all the time.
which
And,
really should have been Richard
let's see.
Dreyfuss.
Right.
Yep.
Maybe he likes danger.
Adrenaline
I
junkie.
can only guess. Let's see, and I believe that even though it doesn't feature the character Martin Brody from the hero from the first two movies, I believe he is still alive in this part of the franchise. He was just mentioned only. Yeah,
Jason Lee.
Based on when Mike was talking about his dad, because I paid attention to the words that he used. He said he used "is" instead of "was." So
This is who he
was
is.
what. Yeah, I'm trying to remember the conversation, but he used the term "is" when describing his dad, indicating that Martin Brody is still alive in this part of the franchise. But he got killed off before the events of the next movie. Let's see. Yeah. So let's see. Who is your favorite star in this film? Since we talked about the cast.
Gossett. I like Louis Gossett's character.
Yeah.
Louis Gossett, yes.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Iron Eagle and he added some great movies.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
Anybody say? Yeah. I was wondering if anybody was saying Leah Thompson. Yeah, because
Yeah.
I know you were.
I
know
really
you
didn't even notice. I mean, it's weird.
Yeah.
He's not
And,
a
she played
redhead.
she played a water skier in this one who ended up dating Sean Brody, Mike's brother from the first
Must
two
have
movies.
been a very little part, really. That's all I can
Well,
say.
she did play some role trying to help Sean fight his fear of water, but it backfired when they both got attacked by the shark in this. So yeah,
Didn't one of them get bit?
It had nothing to do with heights.
Yeah.
yeah. Oh yes, babyface. You talked about Dennis Quaid. Yes, yeah. Like I remember first seeing Dennis Quaid when I was little, when my sisters got the movie Parent Trap.
I
Yeah,
remember
Lindsay.
him from Enemy
Just
Mine.
watched it.
Yeah, that's the
Yeah.
first time I saw him too. Was Enemy Mine with
Yeah.
Wisconsin.
Enemy Mine. Yeah.
Yeah, that was a great movie.
Yeah,
Yep.
it was.
But I like how. Yeah, I like how Dennis Quaid's son. Tom's gone.
Peace, Tom.
Probably lost his connection.
Yeah.
Okay, hopefully we'll get him back on.
Push
But
the wrong
I like
button.
how. Yeah, but I like how Dennis Quaid's son Jack Quaid is really making a name for himself in modern cinema. You know, like we've seen him in the new Scream reboot. We've seen him in Novocaine. What else? Companion. So he's he's got a good career going. Oh yeah, Dragonheart. Yes,
Yeah, I remember
the one with the one with Sean Connery.
Yep.
Yep, Sean Connery playing a dragon.
It was a what? Jill says she was a TV bopper in it, but the whole pyramid thing reminds me of Cheer. I was always up on the top of the pyramid.
Same thing.
Oh,
Yep.
yeah.
Except on skis.
Yeah.
Yeah.
On skis. I don't even see
Oh,
people.
yeah.
You know, they had shows like that all over the place.
Yep.
And
They do. They have them
Wisconsin,
up north.
Wisconsin Dells was famous for the Tommy Bartlett water and ski show.
Do they
Right.
still do that stuff?
No, that place is being sold after he died.
What?
I just haven't seen it for a while.
Huh.
Yeah, the whole Dells has kind of gone to hell.
Any of that kind of stuff like that. The water skiing shows. I mean, I just,
It was
Oh,
cool.
yeah.
I actually was up there a few times and took it in and watched it. Very entertaining. It was never the same every year.
Yep.
They
Yep.
changed it from year to year. See, you know, because it was only a seasonal thing.
Right.
God.
Looks super fun though. Oh yeah, water skiing. Yeah, I've tried it once. I failed horribly.
until a 35-foot shark attacks you.
I failed because I couldn't keep my head above the water.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I never
Can't
tried.
swim, so never tried it.
I can ski. I can ski in snow, but not in water.
Yeah, I can ski and I can snowboard, but
Nice.
or used to be able to. Haven't done either in like 12 years. But
I see. Yeah, I like to ski during like when it gets winter, when we get hit with winter around here.
Well, that's because you're in control. You don't have some
Yeah.
maniac drinking beer driving the boat.
that's it.
For sure. Oh man, but yeah, one location that is still at SeaWorld that was shown in this movie is that underwater restaurant that we see later on, where Mike and Catherine go to Blue and Bluechard, who was played by Louis Gossett Jr. Tell him about the shark. Oh, we lost someone else.
Wait, we lost? Oh, geez, yeah, it's Robert.
Robert's gone. Yeah,
Robert,
but anyway,
Robert.
we're losing everybody now.
Am I
Like the
got it.
little Indians.
Yeah. I'm
Who's
sure they'll be
next?
gone.
Yeah, who's
Me?
next?
I really don't. Nope, I take it back. Wait.
Oh man. Yeah, you lost your spot up there. there you go.
Well, I just fixed it.
Okay, there you go.
I'm like a drunk duck with 2 feet. I'm reading what Babyface Thumper said.
Yeah. Can't ski. I'm just. Oh yeah, I'm pretty much the same way, babyface. So you're good. Yeah, but anyway, so yeah, that underwater restaurant is still there today. I've actually eaten there.
Oh,
Yeah, they even talked about it. They had an announcer who actually explained, who was like describing the history of that place. They actually mentioned that Jaws 3D was filmed down there because prior to that, I was telling my parents, "Oh my god, this is where they filmed it." And the announcer, as soon as the announcer described the whole Jaws 3D, like the involvement, my parents were like, "Wow, you're right, Don."
Wow.
Oh yeah, but yeah. So yeah, not everything changes after 30 or 40 years. Yeah, yeah, but
Some things they'll keep
yeah,
like that because it was in the movie. They keep it kind of historically accurate. You
oh
know.
yeah.
Guys,
I
check
wish we.
this out. This just showed up on my news feed. Not about
What?
sharks. It's involving a whale. Whale with no tail swimming off the coast of Washington State. Has no tail to it.
What?
Yeah.
Poachers?
Um, I'm clicking on it right now to see what that's all about. Why does it not have a
Yeah,
tail?
yeah.
Drone
That's what I'm
footage.
wondering.
It just says aerial drone footage of shows a humpback whale missing its iconic lobe fluke. Yeah, its tail is gone.
Yeah, I was about to say, was it poachers like dismembering whales? Because because they do that.
Heard of
It
that,
doesn't
yeah.
say. I think it was it's just drone footage. So I don't know anything
Hmm.
about what the reason is. It just says here aerial drone footage shows the humpback whale missing its iconic lobed fluke, which is responsible for propulsion while swimming. That's all it says.
I gotcha. Huh?
Cool.
That's really bizarre. I've never seen one without its tail.
That's crazy, man.
I couldn't tell you. Couldn't tell you what the reason is.
Yeah, they don't explain it. Maybe they're just investigating it right now.
I mean,
Let's
it's
see.
not always
What
it's not always poachers too. Again, it could even be sharks too. It could sharks
could
could
be?
have been
Yeah,
it off.
Or just an
yeah.
odd
I guess.
mutation.
Wait? Did you say humpback whale?
Yeah, it's a humpback whale.
Oh, okay. Because I was about to say it's unlikely that they would be able to do that while the whale's still alive.
Well, it's possible,
It's.
but I don't know.
I'm just saying it's unlikely that poachers could have removed part of it if a whale that big is still alive.
That's what I mean. I think it could also been like sharks or some other type of predator that could have done it.
More than likely, it's a predator. Yes.
Yeah, I mean, and seeing the way how the tail looks, I mean, it literally appears like it's been amputated, almost like it was cut clean. So it's hard to tell if
Hmm.
it was actually a bite marker or not. But either way, it was pretty much amputated.
Let's see. Let's see. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, the one thing I would have loved to see in real life when I went to SeaWorld was the Undersea Kingdom because it's like if there was no aspect of like killer shark there, I'm pretty sure that would have been an amazing attraction. Getting to see all these different fish and also having an animatronic eel jump out at you and like some kind of animatronic tentacle from around a corner. So an aquarium that has jump scares. That's my kind of place.
Hey, what's
That's
up,
cool.
Braxton? Braxton's in the house.
Hey,
Hey,
Braxton.
Kristen. Yeah. Oh, and Kate, when are you joining us?
It all depends on her daughter.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, I figured. Yep. So let's see.
It's not the same now without Tom being in the chat because I'm still hearing his Sylvester Stallone voice.
Yeah. Did Tom reach out and say what happened?
No, he didn't say, but Kate, on the other hand, said in 5 minutes.
Oh, okay, cool. She's got me in 5 minutes. Cool.
Oh, it might have been something
Yeah.
with his dad because he said something about his dad earlier too. So
Ah.
Oh,
Okay,
he did?
yeah, I was about to say.
Oh, yeah, that's
wait.
right. You know what? Now that you said that, I do because he did his live hangout earlier tonight. I thought he said he had stuff going on with his dad, so that's probably
did.
why he might have ended up leaving.
Could be. Okay. Well, hope everything's okay from that as far as his dad. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah. Let's see. But yeah, like I said, an animatronic or a aquarium that has all these jump scares. It's like that sounds like my kind of attraction.
yep.
Yeah,
Yeah,
But
because
have
you
to be
remember like
careful now, though. A tentacle grab you today, and somebody's suing.
yeah.
Yeah, probably. But now probably not as lawsuit inducing as that haunted house in Are You Afraid of the Dark's episode, The Tale of Laughing in the Dark? Because you remember that haunted house was like in there? It actually had a dragon animatronic that was breathing actual fire, and I'm just like, okay, that's a lawsuit waiting to happen.
Yeah, Well, then there's that
Yes.
one where they actually touch you and rub stuff on you, and they make you sign the waiver. If you get all the way through,
Yeah,
you get like $10,000 or something.
right. Oh, especially in car sauce. I heard a rumor that Jaws ride might return. I'm hoping so. I actually like the Jaws ride.
So do you ride on a boat that gets sunk, or
No, you ran in a boat, and there's the person that's the staff member that's on the boat with you, like acts as your tour guide, and then we lost Joe.
bye,
Oh,
Joe?
Joe.
Oh,
Catch
who's
crawling his
next?
coffin for a few minutes and recharge.
Half of us are gone.
I know.
Oh man, who's next? Is it me? Is it Nick? Is it Chris? Who will survive the night?
Bye, Nick. I know he's faking me. You're on bottom.
I had to do it.
Okay. All right, but yeah, I'm hoping that ride comes back. Like I said, the Jaws ride consists of you just going on this long here, and then you come across the so-called ship sinking that just happened, and there's like an amateur shark that jumps up towards the boat, and then the tour guide has this fake gun, pretends to shoot it, set
I
it on fire. Yeah,
was gonna say, don't blow
I still
up.
remember. I still remember the heat from those flames.
Oh wow! So you actually
Yeah,
you went on it actually.
Yeah, like I was on the ride. You could actually feel the heat that came from like the flames. I mean, they were not near us, but the heat that came off of it, you could actually feel it.
That's amazing.
Yeah,
That would be fun. That'd be fun.
yeah. I do love the Jaws ride. I can't believe they got rid of it. I'm just thinking, wait, is it just for one of the park locations, or was it for both of them?
Right.
You know, that's what I'm wondering. Because I haven't been to Universal Studios Hollywood in ages, but yeah, I do remember a Jaws ride being there as well.
Yeah.
So, yeah, but yeah, Universal Studios they've always had amazing rides. And that reminds me, Nick, we should definitely set up an event where a whole bunch of us go to Six Flags Great America because they got some new rides there now.
That should
You're
be
right,
fun.
Nick. Come on.
It all depends. I mean, we got a lot of stuff planned, but we'll try. We'll definitely try.
It all depends.
Yeah, I've already got my, okay, Nick. So, but yeah, I already got my season pass on my phone. So,
Oh, cool. And it's so nice
I
you
buy
can do
one.
that now. I don't mean to jump off
Yeah.
subject. That's nice.
Yeah, but yeah, I buy a season pass every year.
Nice.
Yeah, but yeah, oh yeah. So anyway, yeah, Jaws 3D. It's yeah, not exactly the best sequel, but it succeeded financially, and that's what Universal wanted. I mean, they value. I mean, this is at a point where Universal was just more focused on making money on movies as opposed to like actual like creating like actual art with Jaws, like the original film did. You know, this is another example of how you just cannot capture lightning in the bottle the way the first movie did, and the same goes for all the knockoffs that people made about Jaws over the years.
There were
Yeah.
knockoffs.
Yeah.
No, I'm kidding.
Yeah,
I'm kidding.
yeah. There's been a bunch of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, including one that was called Great White, or also known as the Last Shark. One like Jaws ripoff that I do love is Piranha, and you heard and like the movie, the studio that made Piranha almost got sued for ripping off Jaws, but then Steven Spielberg told Universal Studios, "Whoa, hang on there, I actually like this movie. Let's leave this one alone." And then the director of Piranha, Joe Dante, ended up working with Steven Spielberg in Gremlins.
Oh, cool.
Yep.
I like
Yeah.
Deep Blue Sea.
Deep Blue Sea.
Oh yeah, it's Deep Blue Sea was good. I love The Shallows.
Yeah.
Shells is good.
Yeah, Shallows is good. Yes. I consider The Shallows to be the second best shark movie. Let's see. It's just comical as hell. Oh, yeah, there's some. I mean, it's like some moments are just silly in Jaws 3.
Yeah.
And I remember that bar scene where they were like doing this game, like, what was it, standoff or something, where they have to like push each other down?
Yeah.
Like, was that even a thing?
Push, or you got to follow him or something. I didn't get it.
Open water. Joe makes another reference. Yeah, that's a real story too.
Yeah, based on a true story. Yes. We'll have to cover that one down that one soon. Oh, sorry, I missed your comment, Leon. It's called Jaws the Ride. That's what it's called. Yeah.
never know. I mean,
Yeah, and so I feel like the shark wasn't really putting much effort into killing when it went on to its rampage at the ski show. Like it just caused some people to fall into the water, but didn't actually kill anybody in the water. I mean, all the worst thing that it did was take a nip into Leah Thompson's leg.
yeah,
But
send her into
yeah,
shock, and that's it.
yeah. I mean, the shark with its size, it could have easily killed somebody.
Yeah.
You know,
It's kind of
but
weird
it
too
just
because people were bleeding, and when they fell through that floating deck, and
yeah.
it's
Yeah. People there was blood in the water because yeah. I mean, the floating deck I can understand because if like the broken wood, it's possible for like a leg to get hit by the broken parts of the wood. So
yeah, no, I understand the bleeding. I'm just saying the shark didn't even like, oh, blood. Let me
yeah,
check that.
it's like come on, there were plenty of opportunities in that scene for the shark to kill someone, but it just doesn't.
Yeah,
Yeah. It could have killed Leah Thompson in that moment and like it traumatized Sean even more. I mean, Sean already witnessed a woman being eaten by a shark in the last movie, more specifically Marge in Jaws 2.
That's
Here,
right.
yeah,
Marshall.
just to remind people here, if my phone will cooperate with me.
No,
I
that's how mine always is. Whenever I want it to, it never does.
know. That's what
The minute,
sucks
Yeah.
the
about
minute I get off, if I want to show you guys something, would pop up. But if I want to show you something right now, it don't.
it.
Yep. So yeah, just to remind people, here's here's that moment that traumatized Sean and like made him afraid of the water in this movie.
Yep.
Oh, I remember this.
Yep, there's him.
There's little Sean.
Yep, and I think in Jaws 3, he's like a college kid. He like went to college and like far away from Amity, far away from the water, and yeah. So because after the events of the second movie, he just was he like he never really got over it. But then Leah Thompson was trying to get him to conquer his fear by taking him in the water and then making out with him in the water. And like at one point, but then the next day they went on bumper boats and the shark attacked them right then and there. So
Yeah.
demonstrating that Sean had a reason to be afraid.
Yeah. Poor guy.
Yeah. Oh yeah, he just cannot catch a break.
I know.
Yeah. Like I want to say that Leah Thompson's character did survive because they got her help right away. So
Yeah.
you
They
know,
never
they
really
never.
say. They just kind of holler off in an ambulance
Oh,
or something.
yeah,
Hey,
look who
Kate.
just decided to show up. What's up, Kate?
Hi guys.
Hey, Kate.
Hi Chris. It's been a long
no.
time.
It's been a little bit.
Unfortunately, we
Yeah.
lost half of the guests that
I
were
know.
on.
How rude.
I
They're
know.
dropping.
Yeah, I did message them, say like, "Is everything all right?" I mean, except Tom
We heard
because we
Kate
all
was
know
coming on. So they're all like, nope. We're
Yeah, I
done.
know. They're like, oh, better get out of here then if she's coming on.
they might be afraid of you, Kate.
And, so,
I'm
and so I first
offended.
learned about. Right. So yeah, I wanted to mention this. Like I know, and Kate, you said you haven't seen Jaws 3D, right?
No, I have not.
We can
Right.
spoil
Okay.
it
So
for her, though.
It's
yeah,
okay. I
it's not
don't
exactly,
think I'm gonna watch it. It's okay.
yeah. Even though it is Dennis Quaid in it, he was in Parent Trap. He was the dad in Parent Trap.
The new one?
Yeah.
Whoa.
The
The
old
New
one from
one
the 90s. From the 90s,
from the
yes.
90s. Yep. Okay. Yep.
The one,
I
Oh,
know who you mean.
the one with Lindsay Lohan. Right.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. So
Joe had
and
to,
Kate, I'm asking.
Joe had to take a call. That's why he got off.
Oh, okay, cool.
Gotcha. Yeah. So and Kate, I might as well tell you guys how I first learned about like like you all know everybody on this channel knows I've stated that I saw Jaws originally when I was 5 years old, right, the first one. But then that following weekend I went to Blockbuster after my mom took me, and here's Joe.
Yeah,
Oh,
Come back on.
he's not
Joe.
there. He is.
Yeah, I had to take a phone call quick.
I
No
got
Yeah,
you.
worries.
Dale.
So Joe, I went to tell you guys yes, because something happened recently that kind of blew my mind. When I was but I'll just tell you this first. When I was little, like I first learned about the whole about Jaws. I went to Blockbuster and I saw anyways, my mom took me and then I wandered into the horror section and I didn't know what horror was at the time. Like I was still learning. 5-year-old kid. So, and I still picked up a copy of Jaws, and my mom was like, Don, what are you doing? And I said, Steven Spielberg directed. And then
Aw.
as we were about to leave, I know, like, because she already found what I was looking for, so we were about to leave. I said, hold on, mom, and then I just looked at, because each side there is like, and I'm on an aisle. One side there's horror on one side in one section, and more horror on the other side. So what I did was this.
Real quick, I also just heard back from Robert. He had to go because he had to get ready for rehab at the hospital in less than an hour.
Oh,
Okay.
I see. Yeah.
No
So
worries.
yeah, what I was doing was this, like taking a moment to look at both sides. And when my mom didn't know it at the time, but what I was doing at that moment was memorizing all the movie titles, because as I did. This is when I was first learning about horror, and I immediately loved the genre. And what I was doing is
Mm.
looking at and remembering all the movie titles, movies that I wanted to see, that I wanted to get into,
Oh,
and
that's
several
awesome.
and the majority of them we covered right here on this podcast. Nightmare on Elm Street, Friday the 13th, Child's
Now they're all
Play,
behind you.
and Scream, which was a new movie at the time, was right there.
Mm.
And the reason why I bring this up is because I had something crazy happen when I was at a bar a few weeks ago. I was talking to this couple who was like in their late 40s. I was talking about how we saw the commercial on TV of Final Destination Bloodlines, and told them that I learned that because they love horror as well. Told them like, oh yeah, I've always been a fan ever since I was like 5 years old, watching Jaws, always going to Blockbuster, looking at the Universal Monster stuff and all that. And then the woman, she was like, wait, you went to Blockbuster when you were little and you loved the horror movie, all horror stuff? And I was like, yeah, and this was like back in the 90s when I was just a little kid. She was like, what location was this at? And I said, oh, it's the one over in Park Ridge right next to Lou Malnati's. Why? And she said, I actually worked there during worked during college
Oh,
there
cool.
until 2000. And she's like, oh my God, you're him. And I was like, what are you talking about?
You're
She
him.
said, she's like the one of the things I remember most while working there, and she said, I remember a little boy who kept coming in who had dark hair, wanted to look at all the horror, all the scary stuff. You're really him, aren't you? And I was like, yep. And that's the one thing about me that it has not changed.
Oh,
So
that's a really nice story. Yeah.
Great story.
she actually remembered me from back then.
Wow.
20,
What a
25
coincidence.
years. 25 years.
Yeah, coincidence. That's crazy.
I
We
think
ran them
she was
all
the
for the
one.
weekend.
Mhm.
I think she was the one that who I was talking to when I told I was when I was renting that Scooby Doo. What was it? Just Scooby Doo on Zombie Island when it had just came out in 1998. And told her I loved Jaws and I loved all the scary stuff. I said one day I'm going to see them all, and she was like, "Oh my God, you were so adorable." I was only like 6 at the time, I think. Yeah.
Aw.
So I think that was her.
Yeah, yeah. That's incredible.
And I told her about the autism and how those movies I remember from back then. I still know them today. It's all still there.
Yeah,
Every movie since. Yeah, it's just crazy. It's like, how does that happen? Like running into someone like that after 25 years.
yeah.
That's
Well,
amazing. That's a great
Coincidence.
story.
it's like fate or something.
Mm,
I've heard stories like that, and I've experienced stuff like that.
Yeah. Oh
yeah.
no, I wasn't scared. I wasn't scared of Scooby Doo on Zombie Island. I loved Scooby Doo as a kid, and I loved all horror, everything.
Mm,
And yeah, I mean, when I was a little kid, I was pretty much fearless. I wasn't afraid of Resident Evil when my babysitter showed it to me when I was 7.
Uh-huh.
I
Those are
wasn't. Oh yeah, I wasn't afraid of Jaws, the movie that terrified millions from getting in the water. Yeah,
No,
memories. I know.
yeah.
for me that was
Oh, the '90s.
Piranha did that to me.
90s. That's already
Mm.
20s.
Yeah.
90s.
For
So,
me, it was
Kate.
Jurassic Park. I wouldn't get in a car for a long time.
Oh,
I wouldn't go
yeah,
in
'cause you were-
the lakes around here. Little did I know that there was no piranha in the lakes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, there was no dinosaurs, but you know, there could be.
Yep. Oh wait, actually, Yes, Leon, there was one thing I was afraid of in Resident Evil. I wasn't afraid of Resident Evil 2, but I was afraid of Resident Evil 3, and it's because of Nemesis.
Hmm.
Yeah, I was afraid of the Nemesis monster. Yeah, but I finally conquered that fear 2 years ago when I played that the remake on the live stream.
Yay!
Yay. That's
Yeah,
good.
finally killed them. Yep, finally killed Nemesis. Yes, we did tell them what happened, Billy.
Yeah. Hope you're
Yeah,
doing
so
okay, Billy.
yeah, hope we're doing a lot better. For me, it was Coneheads. I was afraid of going to the dentist. Oh, I mean, I can kind of see that. I mean, like that was the effects in that were pretty disturbing. You know? Kind of, but yeah, I mean, everybody was afraid of something in their childhood. Yeah, but even in the second Resident Evil movie, were you still afraid of Nemesis? Oh, that was later on. I mean, yeah, I was still a little freaked out, like seeing Nemesis in like live action. Yeah, so yeah, Kate's like there was some pretty ridiculous moments in Jaws 3D. Like we were
Yeah.
talking about
Show
how
the
when
submarine.
oh yeah, okay, let me see if I can find that.
That was the most ridiculous part. I shook my head. I was watching it. I just,
Yeah, here's one of the effects that did not age well in this. Um, Notice this submarine. It's clearly a green screen. Watch the bottom glass area in the front. Oh wait, hang on. Trying to do this in a way that I don't get copyright, but at the same time, I hate when it blocks. Or here, actually, here. Okay, now here.
Oh
It
dear.
completely disappears. It completely
it was going to
disappears.
stealth mode. No.
And
Yeah,
I
the main
love how they definitely saw that and they were like, "Oh, that'll do. It's fine.
Yeah,
No one will
it's
notice."
it's good.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
they tried to go all out on like trying to make things like take advantage of this 3D technology and like by having things move towards the screen, but it just looks awkward.
The Tom effect, like he was
I
doing.
don't know what you. I was afraid of. Oh, here. I
Is
was
that
afraid of
a back
Chucky.
scratcher you got there, Chris?
Oh, I got you.
Mhm.
Yeah, just like
So-
Jeremy's.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
gonna, I just get my back scratcher back.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was about to point out, Babyface. This right here, and I know you can't see it, but there's like a faint outline now surrounding the shark.
Yeah.
It's like it's a circle. It's faint, but it changes its size as the shark gets closer. So, yeah, like this was a
I
very
think
bad
with the
effect.
goofy 3D glasses, it's supposed to look good.
Well,
Yeah, that's Dennis Quaid,
a lot of them were
Louis Gossett
bad
Jr.
effects.
here, and then finally when it gets closer, hang on, why did
And
the
when it
subtitles on?
explodes, it's
I
hilarious.
loved their expressions, like,
Hmm.
what's gonna
Yeah,
happen?
hang
Right
on.
at that point. Now Dennis Quaid is awesome, but
Oh yeah, he is. Like here's like the effect of the shark coming towards the screen, and about to break the glass.
Wow, it's very slow.
Yeah, but you can tell
And it
that.
just
Oh my
freezes. The shark just
You
the
can
shark
tell
just
it was-
freezes right
how you
there.
pulled it away. John.
Yeah, and you can tell
How
it
you
was,
pulled it away looked a better effect than what the movie's effect were.
Bless you, Joe.
Bless you.
And also, if you think that's ridiculous, hold on. The way that they killed this shark was just like made
Yeah.
no like here's the thing. Like there was a famous British like shark hunter in this who ends up getting
Bless you.
oh bless you.
Bless you, Joe.
Bless you.
You all right,
Jeez,
Joe?
you need something?
You all right?
yeah, it's just sneezing. I get sneezing fits every now and then.
Okay.
Mm.
I can't take the allergy pills anymore.
Oh, that's always the worst.
How did you
That
stop?
scene with the shark breaking the glass, it kind of has that vibe of being a kid in the bathtub and playing with the toy shark and just being like,
Yes,
oh no.
Exactly.
It,
Exactly.
you know, it reminded me
You
of
just-
the Back to the Future thing in that
Yep.
one.
Yep.
Yeah.
When he went to the future and the jaws came out and kind of swallowed him on the sidewalk, for a second.
Yeah.
Like, so,
And when he got blown up.
I mean, that was actually better than that scene.
yeah, yeah,
Back to the
exactly.
Future was.
Right.
Here's how the shark got blown up. Here, you see, like this is the inside of the shark's mouth, and there's the body of that British diver Fitzroyce, who still has the grenade in his hand. Yeah, very convenient, huh?
Without the
But
pin.
It's
it's
always
like,
the British
how does
people.
what?
I said it's always the British people
Yeah,
getting killed.
Alrighty, hero. Trying.
Yeah,
They're
I
either
know.
the
Sorry, Kate.
villain.
It's
They're
like,
either
here,
the villain or they're getting killed.
I know.
But he was
Yeah.
holding that in such a way, it's like, here, all you got to do is pull the pin.
Yeah,
Yep. Yeah. I know. Yeah. I know. British people. Yeah. I know. Sorry, Kate.
it's okay. I take no offense.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Okay. So
That's
yeah.
me.
So the shark just, I guess, regurgitates that body at that moment, and somehow it like that body like stays in its mouth for the rest of its like. And how does the shark not choke on that? I have no idea. But
And he ate another
anyway, yeah.
person in between that
So
too.
they end up pulling. They end up taking an antenna, bending it into like a hook shape, and then pulling that pin, and then taking cover. And here's I could show the shark explosion. I think it's short enough to.
Yeah, it's only a couple seconds.
5 seconds, I think.
Yeah.
Yep. So here they are. They pulled the pin. They're taking cover. I can't really show. Hang on. Jesus. Hang on. Clearly red
Ew.
smoke.
It's better,
It's
Kate.
clearly
Hold
red
on.
smoke.
Yeah,
It gets better.
And that stuff flying out at you.
Oh
Yeah.
dear.
it's
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
what
fake,
you're
man. It's
supposed to have
fake,
those
man.
3D glasses on.
It's fake, man.
Yeah.
Ridiculous.
You just covered the whole movie, Kate. Way to go.
Oh, what do we got here? Some other guy named Nick here.
Hi.
So bad,
Oh,
damn,
we got
I
we
love
got two
this.
Nicks
Nick
here.
Lucius Horror Channel. I like the name.
Yeah,
Nick?
I know it's a movie that you can like love to hate just because of how silly it is, you know. But
Yeah.
Jaws. But the next movie we're covering next week, Jaws: The Revenge. Oh God, far worse. Nothing to like about it.
I'm not
I mean,
sure
the only
if I'll be on next
Are
week.
you just covering it to
Nope,
finish
nope.
the series then?
Yeah. So, and hey, if you guys want to, watch that to brush up on it, I was about to say the movie's on Tubi. It's still on there for a few days. So yeah. Feel free to watch it on your own. I really don't want to watch it again.
I'm not,
Watch
oh, it
it.
doesn't even matter. It doesn't even matter because I'm not sure if I'll be on for next week because I'm starting to go back to my passages meetings, and because it's the third Tuesday of the month, I'm overdue for a visit. So it doesn't matter to me. I probably won't be joining next week.
I see. Oh, and Billy, yeah, I got your on Facebook. Yes, I got it. Let's see. Yeah, so they kill the shark, they resurface, and they're celebrating because the dolphins are still alive. You know, Cindy and Sandy, and again, I don't know how she can tell them apart, but it's like it's like people are dead, but at least the dolphins are still alive.
Well,
Right.
you got to think about it this way, though, Don. She worked with those dolphins for years.
Well, yeah. I mean, I can understand why she's
She's
concerned
going
about them.
to
I
be
mean,
able to tell them apart more than the common person.
She actually
yeah.
said in the movie. I mean, her boyfriend asked her, and she's like, "This one's smaller than
Right.
the other one."
I think they just allowed the endorsement because Jaws was a popular franchise at the time. You know, like they figured it'd be good publicity, but a movie that really killed SeaWorld's reputation was Blackfish, and that was a documentary. Yeah, Kate, I don't know if you. I don't know if you heard about this, Kate, but SeaWorld used to have this orca whale named Tillicum, who was not really treated the best way. He was being used for breeding, and also like there was all sorts of things that caused him like severe stress, and he was
Yeah.
known for killing three employees at SeaWorld.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. Yeah. I remember there was a lot of there was like a movement roundabout when Free Willy was released as well. There was a lot of questions about SeaWorld and yeah, it
I
was
remember
just
that movie.
crazy. Yeah.
Yeah, like the '90s were definitely like a time where people started caring a lot more about the whales.
Oh yeah. Yeah, totally. Yeah. Really good song at the end by Michael Jackson in Free Willy.
Michael Jackson, God rest his soul.
Yeah, it was a good song.
But Yeah, Kay, we were pretty much talking about how like this was like the year of, like 1983, where
Mm,
there 3D became a minimal craze at the time. There was Friday the 13th Part 3 in 3D, and there was Amityville 3D. So
yeah. Can we also talk
yeah,
about the 90s? I don't know if
yep.
it was the same in the States. I think it was, but there was a huge dolphin and orca movement. T-shirts, ornaments, dream
Oh yeah,
catchers, bed throws, every like my room in 1996 and 1997 was dolphins. Everything was dolphins. Did you guys have the same thing over here? Like,
we
was it
did,
all about the
we did.
sea animals? Yeah, sea creatures. Yeah.
Oh yeah, SeaWorld was definitely becoming more popular then
Yeah, yeah.
because
I did
yeah,
Billy. I
yeah.
liked the first Free Willy and the second one. I wasn't so keen on the ones after that, but I have really good memories watching. I think I was only about 4 or 5 when I watched the first one, and I was obsessed with it. I loved it. Yeah,
Oh yeah, I did too. At the same time, at that age, I had the VHS copy back in the
yeah.
'90s.
But
Yeah,
you guys
aside,
were so cool because like the VHS version in the States, which we didn't have this in the UK. You got the necklace with it. I saw the Free Willy necklace.
Yeah.
yeah, that's true. We
Yeah,
did have that.
we didn't have that, and I'm so jealous. Like you guys got a necklace. Yeah,
Yeah,
What if they have those on eBay now?
they
and
do. They're really
Probably.
expensive. Yeah,
yeah,
I bet.
when you if you owned a video store at that time
Yes,
too, the
Billy.
dealers, when you got it from the distributor, if you ordered so many copies, you also got a mini
Yes,
stuffed
yes, Babyface.
orca.
yeah. That yeah, exactly. The little orca necklace thing. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
but
so
you also
cool.
got a stuffed one, like a
Oh, the
stuffed
stuffed
toy.
one.
It was like,
Hey,
maybe about, foot and a
Yeah,
half. It was like a mini,
that's
almost beanie
awesome.
baby size.
And yes, Babyface with
yeah.
Elijah Wood. He was my first crush. I was like, who's that guy? And then he was in Lord
Yeah.
of the Rings, and it was just like, what? Yeah, crazy.
Flipper wasn't just a movie. Flipper was a TV series.
Yep. Yep.
Mm,
Yeah, and like there was just one dolphin movie that I wasn't that crazy about back in the '90s. It was about a dolphin being friends with a dog. What was it? Zeus and Roxanne. That's the one.
I don't know that
Yeah.
one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
many people don't. Many people don't.
I
I
remember the name.
I remember there was this film that came out probably about 98. And I don't remember the title, but it was a film about this sea monster living in a lake, and this family go to the lake, and they don't know if the monster's real or not. And the monster was eating the center of Oreos, like the Oreo
Magic in the
cookies.
Water.
Yeah, that one. And like when I when I saw the trailer like a few years ago, I was like, "What is that? Was that just a fever dream? Like, what is this
It's like
film?"
it's
Another.
like, and I guess an American take on Loch Ness Monster.
Yeah, yeah, I remember that film, but it wasn't very
Yeah,
popular in the
Magic.
UK.
Let me see.
Magic in the
Let me look
Water,
this.
I think it was. Yeah,
I haven't really looked into this in a while. Let me, what? I haven't done research on Magic in the Water. Let me see what here.
yeah,
Magic in
that
the.
was
Oh,
crazy.
Water.
It's so
1995
cheesy.
starred. Let's see. 1995 stars. Mark Harmon has a 5.4 out of 10 stars on IMDb.
All right, so I'll be
It's
back in
really
just a
bad.
second.
Okay, Nick.
Yeah, I
That's
mean
so
a
bad.
5.4 is huh. Well, a 5.4 is just a decent score. It means it's not terrible, but not that great either. That's
Yeah,
typically it means that. But yeah, like I haven't seen the movie, so I don't want to pass judgment as to whether or not it's good. The only reason why I know about it is because I remember a trailer for it, which was featured on a VHS tape.
yeah. There were. I remember the trailers on other
Yeah,
VHS
yeah.
tapes.
You couldn't really fast forward through them that much because you didn't know when to exactly stop.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, yeah, and also the audio quality on VHS was horrible.
Oh, I hated VHS.
yeah,
I did. And
yeah,
then
Yeah,
you get people that come back and the movie's not rewound, or you go and find out that tape got eaten and they didn't tell you, or it
yeah.
broke
I
and
We
they
had a
didn't tell
beta
you.
for a while.
yeah.
Can I show you
we-
guys something my auntie sent me that is pure nostalgia? So
Please,
Yeah.
yes.
we didn't have this in the UK, so it's probably a very American thing. But she sent me this Mickey Mouse,
Yeah.
Oh wow!
and in the back
Look at that.
it has cassette,
Teddy Ruxpin.
Oh, it's like
wow.
I was just gonna say. Thank you. It's like
and
a
it
Teddy
works.
Ruxpin.
Yep.
It
Yep.
works.
Wow.
It totally works. I don't know if I've rewound the
Does
tape.
it work?
It does, yeah. I don't know if the batteries are gone actually.
That
Oh,
was
that's
Oh
okay.
wait, I'll put a
back
tape in
there.
it. Wait, I'll put a tape in it.
Oh,
Cassette
is gotta
tape.
see. Here, wait.
Okay,
Actually,
let's see it.
we're gonna do here.
Well, put
We're
an
gonna zoom in.
ACDC or something. Put in that.
We've got to be very careful with him because he's like from the
Antique.
80s.
Yeah, he's antique.
VHS.
Sure.
I got
am.
lots of vintage VHS tapes from WCW NWA, Joe.
Let's see if he's going to switch on. I'm not sure if the tape's been rewound.
It's got to be at least 40 plus years old.
At least.
At least, yeah.
I'm not really sure how you rewind the
Maybe
tape.
50 years old.
Isn't there like a rewind button to it, or
That's okay if not. But that's
Um,
cool.
I don't know.
doesn't it have like a rewind button, Kate?
I can't see one, no. Maybe I have to turn it around. Maybe I have to turn it around. Sorry, guys. I'll get there eventually.
It sounded like it was going.
Oh,
to
you're
go.
fine.
Oh, okay.
That's amazing.
Let's see. Let's see if it's going to work. Let's put his eyes up.
He looks sleepy.
Oh, oh my God!
Let's see if you talk. Yep.
What's all the commotion? It's a band, Mickey, and they're playing your song. My song? How can you tell? Gosh, that's easy. Listen.
Cow.
MICKEYMOUSE.
That's awesome.
Mickey Mouse Club.
My name, Mickey Mouse. MICKEY.
That would give me nightmares if I had that in my room.
Yeah, it's
I'll
like
switch him off now. Thank you, Mickey. But yeah, isn't it cool? Like all these years, and he's
Yeah,
still
that
perfect
is super
condition.
cool.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Amazing.
And I still have the box. She sent it to me in the box and everything. My daughter loves him. Absolutely loves him.
That is super
That's
cool.
cool.
You know what?
Yeah,
I
that's
wish
amazing.
that I wish that we would have had that, so that way, like, for me and my cousin Mark to like mess with his little brothers with, because
Because you get
we
the
used to like.
book. They have books and tapes, and it reads the story.
Yeah,
Like
Amazing.
Yeah.
amazing.
just like Teddy Ruxpin did.
Yeah, it's
Yep.
basically a take on the Teddy Ruff.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's basically that. So it's so cool.
That really is. It really is.
Well, they tend to do that with a lot of the toys. You know, they did that with the Furbies too, because
Oh
you know,
God.
with the Furbies, I've got two of them that are unique. I've got the Yoda and I've got Gizmo.
Oh, cool.
No, I think I've shown it to you before.
Just ignore. He's
It's
got
a
his.
little dirty, but
Daughter likes that.
That's
yeah,
amazing,
pure
Kate. You should definitely hold on to that.
Oh, 100%. He's part of the family now. As long as he doesn't turn out to be some kind of Chucky.
Yeah, that just kind of reminded me. Actually, there was like again, it's another Seinfeld reference where Jerry has to switch like apartments with Kramer, and he's like, I guess Kramer's got this doll or something like that. I forgot what his name was. He's like, "Do you really got to keep this doll? It looks like it's ready. It's ready to kill me." And he actually does have like nightmares or so, like of the doll coming to life. Like you never actually see the doll coming to life, but you can see it like run by with a shadow. It's got like this big smile.
I remember that now.
Well,
What
we've had
was that doll's name on Seinfeld that creeped Jerry out?
Yeah, I can't remember its name.
Mr. Marbles. was Mr. Marvel.
Well, we've had Mickey a week, and so far so good. He's just been sitting in the chair, so.
Now he's not walking around in the middle of the night, right?
Yeah, as long as he stays in the chair. Yeah, we used to do that. We used to like mess with my younger cousins, me and my cousin Mark, by making him think that Mickey Mouse dolls that were in our Michigan house that they were alive. Yeah, they were.
Oh.
My cousin Mark was like, "Hey, you ever seen Child's Play? It's just like that."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, the
Mark.
Furbies were the worst. I hated having a Furby because it was all fun and games, but
my sisters and my older cousins had those.
yeah,
I'm gonna admit,
for no reason. Oh, bye, Nick. They would just talk for no reason. Like it was
Yeah,
so
well, that's
fun.
the point. But they learned.
Yeah.
They started.
Yeah.
They had some kind of new technology where they learned. But you know, the doll that freaked me out the most is that one from the movie Magic.
Oh, Magic! I was just thinking about that movie, Magic.
That ventriloquist dummy.
With Anthony Hopkins in it from 1978.
That movie freaked me out.
Yes,
I've never seen that movie, surprisingly, but I do remember seeing the commercial. Well, not when it was actually aired. I've seen the commercial of it on YouTube.
Oh.
Yeah.
And I ran it, and a couple of times over the years, at flea markets or whatever, those antique places or whatever, I ran into two of those dolls that looked exactly like the one from the movie Magic.
Even Mr. Marbles kind of looks a little bit like Magic. I mean, from the one from Magic too, but yeah, Magic is fun. We're dead.
Yeah.
Abracadabra, I sit on his. Oh, I forgot the rest of it.
Oh, I didn't know that, Billy. That sounds really cool.
I just showed it.
Oh, you did? Oh, let's see, Joe.
I got Gizmo right here, and this is a Furby.
Oh my god!
Oh my gosh! Wow.
My friend had one.
Wow.
All right. I've got two unique Furbies. That's the one. That's Gizmo. And boy, I love it when he gets talking. He's hilarious. And then this one's a little kind of age worn because his face is more rubber than anything else. But I got Yoda as well.
Yoda.
Wow.
And Yoda and see, he's got a light sensor there.
Yeah.
That's because he came with a green lightsaber.
Wrong with you, the Force is.
I will
try not.
We actually did.
Nick.
When I saw those in the store, I had to snag them super quick.
Yeah.
Thank God I had the money to spare because I was driving cab then.
I will admit we did have a Furby one time, but I think that was my sister's though when we were younger. But unfortunately, that one no longer exists. Not because we got rid of it, but because, believe it or not, that was when we had our fire at our house almost 25 years ago. So I think it got destroyed in the result of the fires. So we don't.
Right.
That doesn't exist anymore.
Yeah.
Because I thought it was during episode 1 since 1990. Oh, yeah,
I don't know when they were released, but I was driving cab, and the only reason I noticed them is because it was that time of year, Christmas and all that. And my two daughters wanted Furbies. So I would.
Christmas time. Best time of year it is.
So, and I happened to run across those two. I wish I would have kept them in the box, though.
Oh, you said you got it at Christmas?
It was around that Christmas time, and I was kind of shopping for my kids. It was easy to do because driving cab, you can visit all the stores. If you don't find one at one Target or something, you can go to another one.
Yeah.
You just have to wait till passenger takes you out that way.
Oh, by the way, Joe, Christmas time, best time of year it is.
Yeah.
So the Mickey was from 1986. I just checked it. 1986. It came out.
Oh wow!
Yeah, crazy.
I was 13.
Oh, that's amazing, Kate.
Yeah.
You got it. That you mentioned. You still have it after all this time.
Yeah, well, a surprise that my auntie kept it in such pristine condition. It's barely been
That's
used.
amazing. That's
Oh,
awesome.
It's a
yes, I
great
remember those days,
present.
Braxton.
Yeah.
I remember those days, Braxton.
Oh yeah, I love the little robotic dogs that they
Yep.
had. They were
Yep.
so cute.
They also had the Beanie Babies too.
Yep, they
Yeah,
did. Yeah, we had those
Beanie
too.
Babies.
That's when
Yes.
people were fighting over the McDonald's toys.
I know. I
Yeah.
remember that.
Robots and Transformers.
Oh man.
yeah,
Go to McDonald's, get into a fight.
Probably the only time like you ever would see fights like that.
yeah. They're just not the same anymore. There's no toys like that now.
You know what we could
No.
do?
Well,
We could always,
No.
Toys.
Kate, you know
I
what we
was
could always
limiting the production of those Beanie Babies, and that's why they were so hot.
Mm,
And then eventually something happened, or somewhere along the line, they had to just keep mass producing them and stuff, because it was
Yeah.
all a big mess. But Ty started it because they limited, severely
Yeah.
limited those first 20 or 30 Beanie Babies.
Well, if anybody
And some
has,
of them were mistakes.
yeah, if anybody has the Princess Diana bear, I can show you a picture. Or in the UK, like there was a. No, I wish I did. It goes for like tens of thousands. The Princess Diana bear. I
It
can
does.
show
Drops
you
in
a
the bucket.
picture.
Hey, Kate, I just thought of something. Even though it's never going to be the same, we could start something of our own, like maybe for McDonald's, is starting to serve. Oh, wow! Wait, hang on. Before I continue that, wow, look at that.
Oh my god.
So
Yes, I've
this
seen it.
is £20,000.
20,000. Oh my
Ooh.
god!
Yeah. So if you have this Princess Diana bear, then you're rich.
Don't play with it. No, I'm kidding.
Oh, yeah.
Kidding.
What I was gonna say, Kate, was
I remember that, Braxton.
They must be
Back
a
that
tub.
first-
We've got at least 2 of those Princess Di bears, and they're in those like glass or plastic.
You have them, Joe?
Yeah, they're probably stored away though in a closet in a big tub.
You
But
have
they're
one.
in-
40,000.
Yeah, at least one. I know at least one, but I think we've got 2 of them.
I might ask if I can buy it off you.
Oh, hey, I
I don't
was
think
gonna
that
say,
would happen because
It's
Tanya
the
got
bear.
Tanya got those from her mom,
Oh, okay, sentimental.
and
Yeah.
and her mom has since passed away. So.
Yeah. No, totally. Interesting. But you're rich.
Sure.
If you sell them in the UK,
Oh, they'll
you
never
can
be-
get.
yeah. I sell
Okay,
them.
you know what we could start doing, like to make ourselves rich, and we could start
Yeah.
fights again,
Here's-
like this in McDonald's. We could always start selling butter on a Pop-Tart.
Yeah.
It's so
And,
freaking
here,
good.
Yeah. Hey guys, I actually do have one thing that would be worth something, but I have sentimental value towards. I believe I've brought this up before, but hang on.
Is it the original Jaws?
Yes.
But-
Or maybe it's butter on a Pop-Tart. I don't know.
Here. Just the new viewers here.
yeah.
A first edition.
You know, though
Yeah.
my grandkids were supposed to ask you that question, and one of them actually has had butter on a Pop-Tart.
Oh.
Wow.
Did they
And they
say it was
forgot.
good?
Was it freaking good?
Yeah, she
Here.
said.
An autograph,
good,
Don?
yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Here. Says right there. Here, it says right there.
Now we know they
First
got where
edition.
they got the idea of butter on a Pop-Tart.
Let's see how much that's worth.
First edition.
Amazing.
Yeah, and apparently this goes for like thousands off of auctions. But
Wow.
this actually originally belonged to my great aunt Rosemary, who's no longer with us. And so when we were going through her stuff, I noticed this book, and because they were trying to figure out what they were going to get rid of, but I told everybody, wait, hang on, this book right here, I'm gonna hold on to this.
Is it
and I've had it
signed?
since. No,
No,
but
it's not signed. Okay.
no, it would be obviously be worth more if signed. Yeah, but
So
yeah.
if it's not signed, it's about 1,500. If it is signed, then it's 8,000. So yours is 1,500, which is pretty good for a book.
Show here. Oh, the Silver Shamrock
Oh, nice.
button.
I picked
Nice.
that up Saturday.
Wait, at the event?
Yeah, at the event.
How did I miss that?
There was only
That's
one
so
You're
there.
too
cool.
busy
So it
stealing.
must have already been in my pocket.
Okay. Braxton
Yeah.
is going to say he just said about his favorite Pop Tarts. Well, now you got to try butter on the Pop Tarts too. You got to
I've never
have
had
butter
any
on
of those
those Pop
flavors.
Tarts and tell us how it was. I hope it was freaking good.
Oh God, Nick. And
I,
and also in response to like all those
And now I
comments I
can't eat
keep getting, all these comments I keep getting about toys being cooler in the '90s. Totally agree. Us '90s kids had the
oh,
best toys.
no. Toys were better even before that.
That is true. Can't
Like
You
argue
the
with
know,
that.
I
80s.
grew up in the 70s, and some of
Mm.
those toys they had in the 70s were just incredible.
I
Hey
had
Now,
Joe,
them.
do you
they
remember
don't
the
make
plastic
toys
bucket
like
shit
they did
with
back in
yeah?
the 70s. You know, we went around. We had like the actual from Star Trek one. We had the phaser, the communicator, and the tricorder, and they were all battery powered. You also had models so that you could put together your own. You know,
Joe, did you have Thunderbirds over here? Do you know Thunderbirds, or is that a British thing? The
no,
TV show.
that's a Native American thing over here.
Yeah, it is.
Oh,
That's
Yes,
associated with Native
they've
There
Americans.
you
actually
go,
been
Joe.
Thunderbirds have been spotted all over the United States. Yeah, yeah, the original Star Trek phaser.
so you guys don't know who
Yeah.
these guys are from the
Oh, you were
70s?
talking.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah, yeah,
we got
yeah.
that
Oh,
cartoon over
Team
here.
Oh,
America.
okay, cool. Yeah, it does look like yeah, Team
Team America.
America. But yeah, it was in
I
the
know.
70s.
Yeah, I mean
Okay.
60s.
that's what
60s, not 70s. It was in the
was in the
60s.
But
60s.
still,
Okay.
a lot of the stuff from the 60s was reruns in the 70s.
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
because they had the play sets and the toys and all
And you
that.
got
Yeah,
to
it did.
remember also in the 70s, we did not have cable TV. We had 3 channels plus PBS, which was
Mm,
Right,
public
UHF.
broadcasting system.
Yep.
And
And
We
that's
now,
where
still
you
now we
have
got
know
streaming
today.
services.
Sesame Street and Electric Company and Mr. Rogers.
Yep.
Oh, yeah, Mr. Rogers, a national treasure.
Yeah.
Which we still have
yeah.
the channel, but unfortunately it's nothing like it was 25, 30 years ago.
Yeah.
Right.
You know,
Yeah,
I'm
right.
just saying,
Braxton says
Mm.
even TV was better in the 70s. I mean, we had
Mm.
70s and the 80s, we had Saturday morning cartoons
that's right.
where we could sit
Yeah.
there
Right.
on a rainy day with a bowl of cereal and watch cartoons all day,
That's so
6
cool.
to
Yeah.
noon.
until about noon, 1 o'clock. And then if it
Monsters.
cleared up, we were kicked outside to go
Oh,
play.
Yeah.
Monsters.
Country
Yeah,
movies, and then at 4 or 5 wrestling.
yeah. Babyface. My family was more into the Addams Family than Munsters.
Yeah,
But yeah, I can see why Munsters is popular. I like Munsters.
I liked both of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, we
Were
love
you
the
trying to like laugh like Herman Munster?
Hmm. No.
Oh, I'm not so good with it either.
The only thing I know,
I
how to
tried.
say,
I tried.
the only thing I know how to say from the actor who played him is not from the
Fred
Munsters,
Gwynn.
but it's like, yeah, well, sometimes dead is better.
Yeah, it's Fred Gwynn.
Pet Cemetery.
Fred Gwynn, yeah, yeah. Don't think about doing it, Lewis.
Pet Cemetery.
Yep, exactly. Pet Cemetery. Oh yeah,
He
we
was also in
covered
My
that all.
Cousin Vinny too as the judge.
He is. That was the last. That was the last movie he did before he died.
Was it?
Yep.
Oh, Thunderbird drink.
Wow.
Okay.
Thunderbird
I'm
drink.
honestly
Ooh,
surprised that's not a show that hasn't aired
Thunderbird's
like on.
nasty.
I'm honestly surprised that's
I
not
never
a show
had it.
that's aired
But
like on.
see, TV in the 70s was filled with a lot of stuff that wasn't really made here. A lot of it was made in Japan or Asia or wherever because you had all those Godzilla TV movies,
Yep.
Camera,
Yeah.
and then you had Speed Racer. Um,
Yep.
there was a lot more. There was a lot of Japan animation type TV series on TV back.
Mm.
Ultron.
You know, I'm really
Right.
surprised that like a show like
Ultraman.
I'm really surprised that
Yep.
a show like Thunderbirds is not even aired
That's true.
like on Me TV, for example, because that looks like that could be a good candidate to air on that channel because they show a lot of those old shows.
Yeah.
They do.
I guess they just don't have the rights for it.
That's
Yeah.
just it. They got to get the rights.
Yeah,
Mm. Yeah, that's true.
leave it to Rich Coast
Oh,
to do
nice,
it, because he always seems to get the rights to like a lot of those old time shows. So I would leave it to
Hey,
him.
guys.
Oh, what? Who's
Hey, man.
this?
Hi.
Maxwell King. How's it going? Yep.
Welcome
Got
in.
another
So yeah,
viewer.
we kind of went a little bit. Yeah, Maxwell King. We kind of went a little bit of off topic because we were
Yeah,
talking about like
let's wrap up. Let's wrap up.
Yeah,
Because it's getting
we ca-
late.
so yeah. I'm sorry to say that you're joining
Wrap
us
it
as
up.
we're wrapping up. Sorry to say that you're joining us as we're wrapping up this podcast, but be sure to tune in next week because we'll be covering Jaws: The Revenge, and much to my yeah, I'm not looking forward to that personally because I hate Jaws: The Revenge, but it's we got to do it. We got to finish the franchise. You know?
You know
There you
what?
go.
You got to do what you got to
You on the
do.
movie?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
but
Do what you gotta do.
if you got so again, if you guys want to watch Jaws: The Revenge and like refresh, yeah, you can do so on your own. I'm not watching it.
Doesn't matter
But,
to me, Lisa. I'm not going to be
yeah.
on next week anyway.
Yes, we will cover that down the road. Yes. Oh, so you're looking forward to me raging out at Jaws: The Revenge, huh? Okay. I will do my worst. I will give that movie my absolute worst.
No.
Yes.
The Rage Fest from Dawn.
Yeah. Actually, there was only one other movie. There's like several other movies that could give me even more rage than Jaws: The Revenge. One of them being House of the Dead from 2003. I hate that movie the worst. Seriously.
Yeah.
Anyway, so Jaws 3D, not the worst movie I've seen, but there are several aspects of it that, again, did not age well. The effects, the premise was pretty ridiculous. I'm not sure how SeaWorld gave this their okay. To like have a killer shark like movie filmed there. Yeah, but and these effects where it's like,
You're the killer shark. Now come down here.
right. So be sure to tune in next week as we cover Jaws: The Revenge. And that'll be it for this edition of the FearFans podcast. Hope you all enjoyed. You guys will be looking forward to us talking a bit about Jaws: The Revenge. Me, I'm just going to be ripping into it. I'm going to give it my absolute worst. So, let me answer this question. What do you think about? I'm live streaming Resident Evil Village, and there's a boss battle between a mutant baby. It's insane. Yeah.
Mutant.
Oh yes.
Wow.
House of the Dead 2 did try to be more faithful to the games. I will give it that. Yeah, you're right there, Brett. Sorry,
right.
what was your show review for Jaws? Spoilers. It's a. Yeah, I can agree. Yeah, I can agree with that.
That's a great spoiler.
So, yeah. So hope you guys enjoyed. Hit the like button if you did. Subscribe if you're not subscribed, and see you guys next week as we talk about Jaws: The Revenge. So
Good
till
night.
then,
Doing this for
have a good
Tom's
night.
not here.
Bye.